tennis, a high-stakes arena where legends are forged under blinding stadium lights, and where every single swing of a racket carries the hopes and dreams of an entire nation. In recent years, few stories on the global sports stage have captured the imagination of fans quite like the meteoric rise of Alex Eala. She is not merely a player on the court. She is a trailblazer, a relentless competitor, and a living symbol of perseverance, resilience, and pure athletic passion. From her early days swinging a racket with boundless energy to conquering prestigious junior Grand Slams and breaking through on the ruthless WTA Tour, her journey is a masterclass in dedication and unyielding belief. But beyond the grueling training sessions, the intense three-set battles, and the trophy celebrations, there are moments off the court that remind us why this young star is loved so deeply by millions across the globe. Imagine the scene at a major WTA event in Asia, where the dust of competition settles and the stadium hums with anticipation. The high-tension atmosphere of match point shifts into a grand celebration of excellence. Out onto the court walks a top tournament director and prominent motoring executive representing Toyota, holding a set of keys that symbolize far more than just a luxury transport reward. The crowd gasps as the announcement echoes over the loudspeakers, revealing a brand new Toyota Vios presented directly to Alex Eala as a special honor for her extraordinary achievements, captivating spirit, and outstanding representation of athletic excellence. The stunning sedan shines brilliantly under the arena lights, polished to perfection, sitting as a physical monument to her hard work, sacrifices, and unwavering drive. To truly understand the profound emotional weight of this spectacular moment, one must look back at the arduous path Alex traveled to reach these heights. Born with an innate passion for movement and sport, she took to the tennis court at an age when most children are barely learning the fundamentals of athletic discipline. Guided by a family that understood the values of hard work and humility, she spent endless hours on hot, humid courts perfecting her footwork, sharpening her left-handed forehand, and mastering the mental fortitude required to compete against the best players in the world. Rain or shine, morning or night, the sound of tennis balls striking her strings was a constant rhythm in her life, echoing her internal rhythm of ambition. Her potential was obvious from the start, but potential alone does not win championships on the tough international circuit. It takes sacrifice. It takes leaving the comforts of home at a young age to train at world-class academies alongside elite peers from every corner of the earth. Alex embraced that challenge with an open heart and a fierce mind. She devoured training drills, pushed her body to its absolute limits, and absorbed every piece of tactical wisdom her coaches provided. When she stepped onto the court for her first major junior tournaments, opponents quickly realized they were not just playing a talented young teenager but a tactical strategist who refused to give up on a single point no matter the scoreline. That relentless hunger paid off in historical fashion. Winning junior Grand Slam titles in both singles and doubles, she put her country firmly on the modern tennis map, lighting up social media feeds and inspiring a new generation of youth to pick up a racket. Every time she wore her national colors or walked onto a stadium court, she carried a sense of purpose that transcended personal glory. She was playing for every young girl watching from home, for every fan waiting in line for an autograph, and for a community that saw its own strength reflected in her ferocious competitiveness. Transitioning from junior dominant success to the professional WTA Tour is notoriously one of the hardest hurdles in all of professional sports. The players are stronger, faster, more experienced, and utterly unforgiving of mistakes. Yet Alex faced this daunting leap with the same calm confidence that defined her early years. She took on veteran opponents, endured grueling travel schedules across multiple continents, and fought through physical exhaustion and high-pressure moments. Even when results did not go her way, her response was always the same: to go back to the practice court, analyze her game, and work even harder. This brings us back to that unforgettable day on the WTA court, surrounded by thousands of cheering fans, sports officials, and media crews from around the globe. The presentation of the Toyota Vios was not just a corporate sponsorship perk or a simple prize token. It was a grand recognition of her impact as an ambassador for the sport. The Toyota Vios, known far and wide for its reliability, endurance, performance, and accessibility, served as a poetic parallel to Alex herself. She represents steady reliability under pressure, incredible performance on the grandest stages, and an accessible, humble personality that brings people together regardless of background. When the tournament executive stepped up to the microphone, his words echoed with genuine admiration. He spoke of how Alex brought an unmistakable energy to the event, how her matches drew record-breaking crowds and massive digital viewership, and how her sportsmanship set a gold standard for young athletes everywhere. As he handed over the keys, the applause washed over the court like a tidal wave. Alex accepted the gift with her characteristic grace, a radiant, humble smile lighting up her face as she looked toward the stands and expressed her deep gratitude to her team, her family, her supporters, and the tournament organizers who made it all possible. Imagine the roar of the crowd as she stepped over to the vehicle, sitting behind the wheel for the very first time amidst flashing camera bulbs and excited cheers from fans hanging over the railings just to get a glimpse. In that moment, the vehicle was no longer just metal, glass, and rubber. It was a rolling trophy of pride, a testament to what happens when talent meets tireless discipline. For the fans watching live and the millions tuning in online, it was a feel-good story that transcended the sport itself, showing that ultimate success brings rewards that extend far beyond the baseline. As she moves forward in her career, continuing to climb the WTA rankings and facing off against the absolute best players in the world, this moment stands out as a glittering milestone on her journey. It reminds everyone watching that while horsepower and engineering can move a car down the road, it is heart, soul, and unwavering determination that drive true champions to the top of the sports world. Alex Eala continues to ride that wave of momentum, steering her destiny toward even greater victories, grander stages, and an enduring legacy that will inspire sports fans for generations to come. The lights of the stadium continue to dazzle, illuminating not just a temporary victory, but a journey built over thousands of hours of sacrifice, sweat, and absolute devotion to the craft. To truly capture the magnitude of this moment, one must look at what happens behind the scenes when the stadium lights go down and the crowds clear out. The life of an elite athlete on the WTA circuit is often portrayed as glamorous, filled with travel, trophies, and grand honors, but the reality is built upon a relentless grind that very few ever witness. It means waking up before the sun rises, pushing past physical limits when muscles ache, and enduring grueling training sessions under blazing heat, just to gain a fraction of a second on a court movement or add an extra mile per hour of spin onto a serve. For Alex Eala, every single day has been a stepping stone leading to these massive moments of recognition. Long before she was standing next to pristine Toyota Vios on a center court, she was a young girl executing thousands of repetitive drills, refining her footwork, and training her mind to remain calm in the eye of a competitive storm. Tennis is a unique sport because once you step onto that court, you are completely alone. There are no teammates to substitute in when you are tired and no timeouts to break an opponent's momentum. You must rely entirely on your preparation, your tactical intelligence, and your internal drive. Alex developed that inner strength at a remarkably young age, turning every challenge into fuel and every setback into a lesson. As she climbed through the junior ranks and made her presence felt on the global stage, international observers began to take notice not just of her technical skill, but of her mental composure. Many young athletes possess talent, but very few possess the rare combination of athletic power and profound emotional maturity. Whether she was playing in front of a small crowd in an early round match or competing in a packed arena with championship pressure mounting, her focus remained absolute. She played every point with the same intensity, treating the first game of a match with the same seriousness as a championship point. That unwavering consistency is precisely what earned her the respect of her peers, veteran coaches, and sports executives worldwide. When tournament leaders and automotive partners decided to honor her with the gift of a Toyota Vios, it was a deliberate recognition of these exact qualities. A car is often seen as a simple utility, but in the context of professional sports, it represents freedom, progress, and the smooth transition from one destination to the next. The choice of a Toyota Vios carries deep symbolic meaning, as it is a vehicle famous for its resilience, efficiency, and dependability on every road. In many ways, those attributes mirror Alex's own playstyle and character. On the court, she is dependable, efficient, and built for long-distance endurance, capable of battling through grueling three-set matches without ever compromising her form or determine.